Faceteers. One thing I would love for y'all to do, for all of you that have been able to get to this episode specifically, I would love for you to right now, or when you get time, go to any of my posts. It could be on Instagram, that man Marco, or mashing up with Marco. Those same accounts on TikTok. It could be my YouTube page, the multifacets of Demarcus, or it can be my inbox. You can send a message to me personally. But I want you to acknowledge something that you disliked about yourself, something that's physical and something that's mental. And I want to do a two-step process with you to see how much progress that we can make in a month and a year's time to better these things. So once you identify these things, I want you to be very detailed, and I want you to keep it real. Like, be as vulnerable and honest as you will allow yourself to tell me why that you feel this way and why this particular thing is bothering you. And I want you to first set a 6 month goal. And I want this goal to be one where for the 6 months, it's the process of acknowledging and accepting what's going on. Right. If you're someone that's already been able to accept it and you've been able to understand what exactly this, area is that you're lacking in or that you don't feel confident in, good. That means that you're on the path to already be working on that. If you're not, then that's where in the 6 month period, all you're going to do is just take time to focus on this particular area. Not any other flaws, not anything else that maybe get in the way. More so this one big area, or if you have multiples, these areas that you cannot get past for yourself. And I want you to take time to work on that in the next 6 months. After that 6 months, it can even be 6 more months or it can be less than that. I want you to take time to embrace that in the journey. Sounds simple, but I just want you to do that, and I'll do it with you. I'm glad to be able to share mine as well too for those that have asked. I'm able to share the ones that I've went through, right? Because I don't mind being able to shed light on areas for myself that I felt the same way in. That's what this page is about. That's what this podcast is about, to be able to help others. So in the first 6 months, I want you to work on fully just accepting it, being able to acknowledge it. That means, when it comes to putting it out there, telling people about it, like I want you to go through that process. Like I want you to get uncomfortable with you not being the only person that can notice these particular things. Once you've been working on that for a good period of time, now you've gotten comfortable with who you are and you put yourself out there. You've had the conversations to where the next step is just to being able to figure out what can we do to try to change this, right? You may not always have the answer to be able to fully adjust something, but I guarantee there's enough small results that you can get from it that you'll be proud of. And if that's you calling customer service to be able to get an adjustment, or to be able to do something, you're taking action. But the goal is to be able to get you to a point to where you're comfortable with being able to move on from that. And so for anyone that feels compelled to, or that's willing to share with me some of those areas, and again, if you allow me to, let me know if you want me to um, share it publicly. If you're like, hey, I want this to be private, I'm glad to do that. Because one thing I will not do is be able to share, names and stuff with people. I wanted, just to show the message, just to show that we have people that are working on these things together. So if you feel compelled to, definitely please do that, because I am someone that at times wish that I was able to have people to go through certain journeys with me, and ones where I can just talk about what's going on, but I don't have to have somebody else trying to figure it out for me. There's times where you just want to vent and socialize, and there's periods to where you just want to acknowledge what's going on, but you've got to do the work to find it. And I am a person where I just like on my own trying to figure out ways to get it done. So I want to challenge you all to do that. And the biggest thing is I want you to be appreciative of yourself once it completes. I don't want it to be anything fake to where it's like, hey, I'm just, you know, getting rid of this to go on vacation, or I'm fixing this just to get past an X or some other type of BS. No, I want it to be something to where you are truly going to be happy with the result, no matter if it's small or if it's big, and you can utilize the results you've gotten from this environment into another area of your life. Again, those small lessons can always be helpful for the bigger lessons, but I'm not saying any of this information to say that I'm perfect or have figured it all out, because I haven't. But there have been a lot of times where I've gotten big results and have used the small results to get even bigger results. But I am someone that can speak on this because I have taken the time and had to push out of this mindset. It's not a natural mindset that I had. It's not one that um, was easy to be able to obtain, and one that doesn't still take work, because I'm still not anywhere close to where I want to be. The point is to be able to be a person that is okay with starting, that's pushing themselves to be consistent, and that's willing to adjust after consistency may, seem complacent. Because you can be consistent and do what's supposed to be done, but if you want to be able to get better, if you want to be able to take things to the next level, you got to be able to adjust, and it can't just be to where you're doing the same thing over and over, because people get tired of that. Like, I can eat the same type of food. Some people may not. I mean, a very, very small percentage, but if I eat the same type of food every single day, eventually I want to try something new. So I ain't got to stop going to the same store, but I can get something different at the store. I can get something healthier. I can, maybe splurge 3 days instead of 5 days. So I can always adjust. I don't not have to fully change everything. So it's just an exercise that I thought about. It may not even seem like it's something big or crazy. That's not the point of it to be like that. I want it to be to where you just are able to um, do something that you're uncomfortable with. And what's crazy is you may not even think about it like this, but you'll really get to past the first step. I can't even talk. You'll really get past that first 6 months a lot quicker whenever you message somebody like me or put it on one of my posts. You know why? Because whether you know me or don't, you're sharing something that you feel off about yourself mentally or physically with me. And so that means that you're sharing it with another person beside yourself. That means that you're putting it into someone, not into someone else's hands. You're taking the information away from where it's comfortable to a place that you feel comfort in, but not a place that you have fully been able to acknowledge yet, or fully been able to accept. And that's the first step in being able to do that, is like, even in situations or spaces where it may not be the most comfortable, because you don't know if people are going to clown you or whatever. It's good because then it helps you to build a backbone for whenever people come back at you, and that helps you to be able to understand that whenever you have good people in your life that ain't going to sit there and hold those things above you, there's actually going to be people that embrace you for you. So you get two lessons in one there. So if you feel comfortable and compelled, feel free to definitely send it over to me. Like I said, it's a judge free zone. I'm someone that just enjoys sharing things about my life. So I don't mind sharing certain aspects or a lot of aspects to be able to help other people, because at the end of the day, I want to be my most authentic self. And I want to be able to continue to learn how I can be a role model for myself, right? Like, that might sound crazy, but I remember the times where I struggle with things, and I get super excited and I get very happy each and every time I hear myself talk, and each and every time that I accomplish something, because I know the internal battles I had with my own self for so long, and some that I still do, where each time is continuing to shift away from that. And where I've gotten to, even if there are ups and downs, is way beyond where, way beyond the point to where I didn't know certain things or where I felt out of place. And now I'm in control, right? So even if something happens, to myself, to where, not gonna win, nothing bad happens, but more so by by recognizing the things that you should be doing, if you're not taking the strides to take any action, what I'm trying to say is you recognize that if you're at fault, it's not everybody else's fault. So if I'm a person that's, the diet ain't going good, or if I'm losing muscle, whatever, I've got to be the person that goes to the gym. I got to be the person that eats right. I got to be the person that whatever it is. So you've got to take action into your own hands, and I want you to do that. And feel free to send that to me. So that's just something I want to put out there. Again, I may not get anybody, and that's okay. The messages might just be enough, but I just want you to know that you have somebody here with you. Again, it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now. It may be a point to where I'm doing a bunch of episodes and I forget this part. Just let me know. Hey, DeMarcus, like I seen this episode and you had mentioned this, and I would love to be able to share these things with you. You don't even have to respond to it. I'm just using this as a placeholder just to let you know that, or just to be able to share it with someone, just so I can know that I've sent it. And boom, like I only want to be able to help you where you feel that you may need the help. So that's my offer, and it don't cost no money. It's just not trying to offer course or nothing like that. I just want to offer my assistance and to be someone that is open to sharing this space with you. So bye.